All right, this problem we're looking at using the graphing calculator to perform an expected value calculation. So this problem says in the game roulette, there are 18 red numbers, 18 black numbers, and 2 green numbers. They are all equally likely. If a person makes a $5 bet on red and a red number comes out, he or she will make a $5 profit. If another color comes out, the person will lose his original $5 bet. What is the expected value for this bet? So what you have to do before you enter this information into the calculator is you have to create a table so you know exactly what you want to enter in. So let's go ahead and do that here on this little piece of paper here at the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and do a column for X, which is basically our dollar amounts, and a column for P of X, which is the probability that we earn those dollar amounts. This is what we have to enter in the calculator, so we want to have this information neatly displayed. So here it says that if a person makes a $5 bet on red and the number comes out, she will make a $5 profit. So if the person wins, they will win $5 profit. Profit means after you subtract what they paid, right? So in other words, this is what we should have in the table. This is actually what they make, right? Of course, if the person loses, he'll lose his original $5 bet. So that'll be a negative -5 if the person should lose, right? So wins, loses, you get 5 and -5 as your values for the dollar amounts. Now the probabilities that this happens. Well, let's look at the probability that someone wins. Well, it says that you're betting on red, right? And it says there are 18 red numbers, 18 black numbers, and 2 green numbers. So the total, 18 and 2 make 20, plus another 18 makes 38, right? Or 18 and 18 make 36, plus 2, right? Make 38. So either way, you get 38 as your total. So there are 38 total numbers. How many are red? Well, if you're betting on red, that's your win. So we need to figure out how many are red then, which will equal the probability that we win. It'll be 18 over 38 will be the win. And of course, the other amount will be the probability we lose. So of course, that'll be the leftovers. We're gonna lose anytime we get a black number or a green number. So that's 20 out of 38. And if you have this set up, you can do the rest in the calculator. And the way you do that is you simply hit the stat key, and you're going to want to put this information into list, so you're going to hit enter after pressing stat. So the keystroke is stat and then enter. And this will bring you into these lists, L1 and L2. Now if you have information in those lists, you can delete it by arrowing up to L1, hitting clear, and pushing back down into the list. Do the same thing for L2. You arrow up into L2, press clear, press the down arrow, and everything disappears. All right, now in L1, you're going to enter this information, so the 5 and the -5. So let's do that. It'll be 5, enter, -5. The minus is the number here next to the keypad, enter. Not this minus, that's the subtract symbol, so use this minus, so -5, enter. All right, once that's done, you're going to arrow over to L2, and you're going to type in these numbers. You can put them just as you see them. You can do 18 divided by 38, press enter, and 20 divided by 38. 20 divided by 38. Press enter. Once that's in, you're good to go. The last final step of the problem is to press the stat key. So you're going to press stat. You're going to arrow over to the right to where it says calculate, and you're going to hit enter to take one variable statistics there. That's blinking at you, the calculator. It wants you to tell it what list you used. So we're going to say second number 1, which is L1. Hit the second key and the number 1, you get that little yellow L1 to appear there. Then the comma key, which is right above the 7, so press the comma key. And then second number 2, which is going to bring up L2. And then when you're done, you press enter. Okay, and when you're finished, you get the mean. And in this case, it tells you that the X bar here is equal to approximately -26 cents. -26. So the expected value for the bet is a loss of 26 cents.